just believe, and I got a game plan. You always gotta have a game plan. Even like everybody in this audience, you know, what we're slacking is this. We have to go back to the old school, pen and paper. We have to write
That's my thing. I love writing.
We have to write our ideas down and sit it right there on the nightstand, and you got to see every day. You see certain goals. You can write down 10 goals, and then in 12 months, if you ain't accomplished none of those goals, then you're running in place.
I don't care what they believe. I don't really care. Because no matter what you do, it's never good enough for anyone.
But all we do is go against each other and hurt each other. We don't stick together. So I'm gonna continue to be who I am and do what I do. And I'm gonna continue to give people jobs. I'm gonna continue to be the best at whatever comes my way. Find a way. Find a way. Know what y'all wanna do. You know, you can't wait till even if you can be 30, you can be 40, you can be 50. You still got a chance. I'm 44 and I'm still making hundreds of millions. Retired. We feel like retired is, you gotta kick your feet up, let your hair turn gray, let your stomach, you get a pot belly. Nah, the Waltons is still getting money for Walgreens and Walmart. Warren Buffett is still getting money. I'm saying, Bill Gates is still getting money. But soon as if Floyd Mayweather step away from the sport and say he retired, and then I do exhibitions and I do other things, he's hurting for money. Look, I got a lot of problems. Money ain't one of my problems.
So I'm gonna tell you, if you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So do what makes you happy. Because you see this jet, you see this private jet that we own? I got it because I did what I wanted to do. I made over $1 billion. You know why? Because I did what I wanted to do. I'm gonna always tell Tank, do what you want to do.
Ever since I've known about being the best, I wanted to be the best. My dad always taught me about winning. Winning. There's not a such thing as second. Only person that's taking second is the person that's competing against you at whatever you do. So I always wanted to just win and work hard. But what I tell my children is, winning is not always having your hand raised. Winning is giving 100%, and not just when you're under the lights. Winning is giving 100% in training, as well as when it's time to perform under the big lights. I knew I was the best from the beginning. If you go back and look at the beginning of my career, I called every champion out when I was just a teenager. I was a professional ever since I've been a teenager. So, to be the best, you got to beat the best. So I wanted to beat every fighter that was the best. That was at my weight class or even around my weight class. I had to have patience. I had patience. Eventually all the big fights came. I accomplished and did what I had to do.
It's just the great feeling about my life is that that I can still live the same, when I was competing, the same life I was living when I was out there, when I was fighting, is the same lifestyle that I still live currently right now, because I made smart moves. Because even like these young rappers, these hip hop artists, these basketball players and these football players, they think they're gonna be young forever. Everything comes to an end, even life. So before that expiration date, I just wanna make sure that, my grandchildren and my children are in a great position, and I put them in that position.
I feel like everything that you go through in life is just a learning experience. And I just try to become stronger every day.
I don't even really do it for just my children, because if I don't feel like my children deserve it, I'm gonna give it to the next one, which is probably my nephew or my niece. And I tell them all the time, like, all the different businesses that I have, like skating rinks, and I got so many different business, hotels. A lot of my family members work for me, but if I feel like someone else can do the job better, then I'll remove them. That don't mean I don't love them. It's just business.
Just take a deep breath. Listen to the break. You know, you do things where you don't feel like you're on somebody else's schedule. You don't want to feel like you're on nobody else's schedule. Like, I have to do this. Everybody should do things because they want to do it, not because they have to do it. I wouldn't settle for less. I don't believe in settling for anything. I feel like you can always get better. You can always grow. In any fight that I fought, it was never good enough, no matter what the people say. I mean, and I don't really worry about what the critics say, because that's their job, is to criticize you. So how can you guys criticize me? You guys can't do what I can do. So my job is just to, as far as with fighters, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't believe in abusing my body. Of course, as far as with eating, I have cheat days, but fighters can't get on my level mentally. You know, physically, if a fighter is on the same level, if he got hand speed like me, he could be stronger than me, can have faster hands than me, faster feet, but mentally, I could just go to another place where nobody else can go. Nothing is easy, you know. That's why you always hear my slogan, hard work and dedication. You know, I believe in working hard, and I'm going to dedicate myself to whatever I'm involved in. You got to dedicate yourself.
I think the best thing about my career was I'm my own boss, that I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I rolled the dice, and to become great at whatever you want to do, you got to roll the dice and take a chance on yourself. See, I don't have to put myself number one, because men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. So what are we really rating fighters on? So, a lot of we talk about legacy. Man, these people in this audience is worried about currency. You can have there's a lot of people out there that's got a famous face, but they ain't got shit. So I truly believe I'd rather have a currency than a legacy, because my legacy is already engraved in stone.
Right.
You know, a lot of times they say, oh, Mayweather, he's doing exhibitions. It's bad for boxing.
It ain't bad for your pockets.
But at the end of the day, I look at my children, I look at my grandson, I look at my mother, I look at my father. My mother's a millionaire, my dad's a millionaire, my children are millionaires. My little grandson, he's a multi-millionaire, he don't even know it. So I don't want for nothing. So I didn't get into the sport of boxing. I didn't get into the sport of boxing to compare myself to no other fight. I feel like the way I want to live my life, I live my life the way I want to live it. And no matter what, you can't please everybody, because it's so crazy. Like in the beginning, you know, I feel like people was rooting for me, wanted the best for me. And the more and more as I accomplished more and kept accomplishing things, then you start seeing like different things. Then you start saying, he's a wife beater, or he's not that smart, or you hear so many different things. And I just feel like, okay, you're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe, but I have to have some type of common sense, some type of smart, some type of intelligence to be where I'm at. You know, I've been living the same life for 25 years. You know, I gave the sport of boxing my whole life. I dedicated my whole life to the sport of boxing. And all I ever wanted to do was put my family, my mother, my father, in a comfortable position. My dad is a millionaire. My mother, she's a millionaire. And the investments were for my grandchildren, not just my children. Yeah. You know, put them in a position. That's really what it's about. Yeah. Giving back.
Absolutely.
Giving back.
And that's another thing I want to touch on, man, because a lot of people don't know it. 24 hours after the fight, just 24 hours, he played in a charity basketball game.
For cancer, yes.
For cancer.
The next day, after the fight.
Right after that.
That's me and my boy. That's me and my son.
Yeah. How'd you even handle that? I mean, I can't, if I get in a big ass argument, I pretty much gotta cancel something.
I mean, it's about giving back, man. You know,
Floyd, you agreed to do this. You knew it was right after the fight.
I'm a man of my word. Gotta stand on my word. That's the only thing I can stand on.
Well,
I gave you my word.
Yes, you did.
I gave you my word. I told you I would do your show.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Right after the fight, I said, Floyd, man, I got a new show. I'd love for you to come on. He said,
I'm in LA now.
I'm
I
coming.
need you over there. I said, I'll be there.
And dog, first week, here come Floyd. Hey, ain't nobody got Floyd Money Mayweather. Of all the fights, you've had 50.
Yes.
Who would you say was your toughest opponent of all time? One of them that really made you have to work.
Well, out of my career, I just want to say, none of them was really tough. You know, none was really tough. I mean, you got guys that punch hard and hit hard, and you got guys that come out and win a few rounds, but nothing really was tough or hard. That's just amazing.
See, I'm in here, but see, you 50 and 0. I've had my ass whooped before. See, that's probably what happened. You ain't never had your ass whooped before.
It's not really that. I've been in a boxing gym and guys have given me great sparring and great work. Really? And it made me go home because they said ass whooping will humble you. And if a guy give me great work in the boxing gym, I go home and say, you gotta tighten up, champ.
Yeah.
You gotta get it together, champ. And then sometimes I go home and say, is this for me?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody give me some good work with, if I go to the gym slacking, which I shouldn't go to the gym slacking, but I'm only human, you know? Yeah. Like I said before, I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist. And we all know God only made one thing perfect, and that's my boxing record.
That's a joke, folks. Just go along with it. Wait a minute. Hey, Floyd, after you, who would you consider the greatest fighter out there now?
Man, there's a lot of great fighters out there. There's so many young, tough, hungry lions out there. So, I mean, it's up for the taking. It's up for grabs.
You like that boy Crawford?
He's a hell of a fighter, but Errol Spence is a hell of a fighter. We got Gervonta Davis. There's a lot of guys out there. There's Rigondeaux, a Cuban fighter named Rigondeaux. It's some hell of fighters out there.
If you weren't a fighter,
yes,
what would you do?
Hopefully I'll be doing something legal